Today we're going to check into what these challenges and delays are about for each of us. Okay, so we're going to have three groups: first, second, third. Um, Keep what resonates and let go of the rest. But a lot of us are running into challenges and delays and that type of thing. So let's have a look in and see what they're all about. See you reading. Okay, pile number one. Let's see what's holding things up or what these challenges are all about. So we're just going to do a few oracles. And we're going to use this tarot deck primarily. Well, this one flipped over, so we can start humming and hawing about that. Adjustments are required. So you're in this energy of, okay, we're going to be having some delays and challenges because there's some adjustments that need to be happening before we can move forward. And I almost feel like this is pretty much for all of us, really, because to me it feels like inventory. There's a, guess we need this too. There's a big checklist, and we're checking the boxes beside each one that involve everything in our life. And the Four of Wands is, well, it can be considered the marriage card. It's, for me, is very foundational. It's like walking into your beautifully organized foundational life. So what's holding you up right now? It's that some adjustments to this foundation need to happen. The answers you need are coming. Let's get a little clarity around that too. We've got the Tower and Seven Cups on the bottom. So it might be a situation of, I can't choose, I don't know what to go forward with. You know, the universe might be pushing you to make a choice to add to your foundation here, might be pushing you to make a choice, and kind of letting go of the fear around that. So let's get a clarifier for the answers you need are coming. We have the Fool. This is a brand new beginning, it's a fearless journey. We surrender to spirit, to the universe, and move on with our journey. So what I mentioned about making a choice, maybe the delay and the challenges could be because you're being encouraged to just make a decision around something and go with it fearlessly. I think that's the key word right there. And this oracle is believe in the impossible. And so let's see if we can get a clarifier for that. This is like a very new start, and you've been working on your foundation for a long time, but something needs adjusted. Something in there needs adjusted, and it feels like there's a little fear around making that change, right? In a nutshell, wow. So here we go. This landed right on the card I was asking for a clarifier. Believe it in the impossible, Nine of Pentacles, bringing you much abundance and joy and happiness and new new passion with ideas and what to move forward with. So it could be a big change in your foundation around your life, but that'll be up to you to find. These two came flying out onto my lap. And oh wow, here's the Five of Swords. I can't decide. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. It feels like an internal fight. So that does clarify what I spoke about in the beginning about making a decision and making a change. Just choosing. Just choosing looks like it will bring you abundance. It's more the action of choosing without fear. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. This really feels like it's around a relationship. doesn't it? We mentioned the Four of Wands can be the marriage card. So if this is in fact making a change within your relationship, it feels like that's going to do nothing but bring you closer, where you might have fear of making that choice to change something in that foundation of this relationship, because maybe a fear of losing it or changing that relationship in a way you don't want. But this is all about surrendering and choosing you and choosing forward movement, and there's nothing but abundance that comes from that. So we'll get one more oracle to top that off, but I think it's pretty plain to see what this is around. Yes, this is something you've been working on for a while. Or maybe not working on, but thinking on. Like, if this was different in our relationship, then maybe we could travel. Then maybe we could. Then maybe we could. And it's been going over and over and over. And frankly, it feels like you're tired of it. And you're saying, no, I want to move into this new story, this new energy. And for that, I need the courage to just make that choice and go forward with it and trust that it's in the highest good of all. So, wow, this completely wraps up your challenges and delays. So, I hope this helps. And I hope your February is off to a great start. Talk to you next time. Pile 2, this is your reading. Let's see what your challenges and delays recently are trying to tell you about your situation. What is it that you need to know about challenges and delays? Time for healing. It might not be time to move forward yet. You know, it's maybe you've been through a lot, and it takes our system a while to absorb all of the things that have happened. None Wow, a new romantic cycle. So this could be an emotional journey you've just ended with someone or yourself. Doesn't have to be a breakup or anything. It could be healing, you know, a death in your world, you know, someone that was very close to you and wasn't allowing you to move forward yet. You weren't ready. This is what might be holding up your forward movement. You might be interested in a new romantic relationship. Okay, it's time to release negativity. I feel again this is more about fears, or the negativity being, you know, what happened last time that hurt you. That's not quite done. And it feels like right now we're in this inventory stage where, yeah, we've completed everything, but we're like, you know what, let's run through the list and let's just see if I missed something. And so right now you're in this reading and you're checking your inventory and you're like, ooh, maybe I'm still holding some hurt and some negative vibes from whatever you've healed from. I feel like you're done healing, but there might be a few, you know, few areas that are still coming back on you. So it's time to pinpoint those and not bring them into where you're going, into your future relationships. This could be I really want to see what this card is. Oh, emotions are running high. So this is definitely around emotions. We said it might be around a romantic relationship. But there's something that needs to be addressed here. Let's get a few tarot and see if we can have some clues. Like sometimes we just need a pause, and sometimes we need challenges for different strength building exercises, as most of us know all about. Those challenges, nothing will teach you about yourself or how strong you are more than challenges. Okay, let's see, what's the time for healing? What is that all about? Yeah, Knight of Cups. This was a relationship. Oh, wow. A long-term relationship. You have two knights here. This has been a long go. You're healing a relationship that was not a flash in the pan. This was a long-lasting relationship, and you're coming out of healing that, or you're still healing it. But wow, it's definitely a partnership. Okay, let's look into a time to release negativity. See if we can get some more info on what that's all about. Okay, you've been, this is pretty clear. Seven of Wands, standing your ground. You've had to stick up for yourself so long, and even when you weren't aware that's what you were doing, it's like, yeah, we need some clarity around that so that you can release it. We've got the Ace of Swords with the Seven of Wands. This is saying you've been kind of standing your ground, sticking up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in the past, and it feels kind of rigid. You might have a sore back. You might feel your jaw is tense and your shoulders. And that's from holding your own all this time. And we really need a new outlook here. So let's see if we can get one more clarifier here as to what can help you release what you still haven't released um, from the hurt in that past relationship. Nine of Pentacles. It feels like, okay, I was like, seems kind of the opposite of that, but this is that Temperance, balance. Balancing what was really good and what was bad. So you're coming to the middle of the road. Once this feels balanced to you, you'll know you're ready to move forward. Because I feel like there's not just a romantic relationship in the future, but other relationships that need this healing to happen first. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's been worth your while to stand your ground, and it's what your spirit called for. But now we can let go of that a little bit, get some clarity, release some of the tension. And I feel it in my vocal cords. It's like this has to do with words, speaking. So you can soften that a little, keep your guard, but bring it back to a balanced place. Okay, let's get the new romantic cycle. Tell us more. Let's get some more about that. You're choosing differently this time. You're choosing, okay. All these knights coming in. You have 3 knights in this short little reading. The Knight of Swords, you're choosing new ideas, new ways. You're not, well, this is my type of person. I don't do this group. I don't do, you're choosing a different way. You're looking at your options and saying, well, maybe. And with that comes some new inspiration, some new ideas, and I think a lot of good times. Anything else we can know about this new romantic cycle? And this feels like um like a type of person that is very forward and smart and works with words like a lawyer, that type of energy. But it also has the feel of this energy, this person, this type of person is both very goal oriented, and also they're going to feel like home. They're going to feel like we've got the Six of Cups, and it's like, I feel like I've known you forever, but in a different way. It's not this way that you like, it's just different. You'll feel it in a different way, and it won't be rushed, but it'll be sure. Let's get one more clarifier. And then we'll pull an oracle. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. I really needed to have a look at that. And we have the Lovers. So there you have it, folks. Wow. So just a little more work and a little more time. It's maybe you've done the work on healing this, but it takes time. We have to have that absorption time, and then sort of, time to till the ground, flip everything over, get it, get it get it ready for new. Get it ready for new. So I am going to choose one oracle card to sum this up. Treasure Island, you are headed somewhere good, and we've got Loyal Heart on the bottom. This is definitely pairing up. If you speak in terms of soulmate, that type of thing, I don't usually, but definitely partnering up with a Loyal Heart. And Treasure Island is your journey, your efforts. They're bringing you treasure. This is number 9. And we have the 9 of Pentacles under here too, which is very abundant. And your changes may feel scratchy and hard, but you've made the right choice, and just gotta let things lie a little bit before moving forward. So I hope that helps, and I will see you next time. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Let's dive in and have a look at what your challenges and delays might be about at this time. I've been mentioning in each reading about this kind of feeling like inventory time, doesn't it? It's like we've finished so much, we've wrapped up so much, we're ready to go, but we're like, well, let's just check that checklist one more time and see if I missed something, because something always falls under the table. So let's have a look at your checklist, see what might be causing some of those delays and maybe challenges that you're experiencing. What is this all about for you? Okay. Don't let pride get in your way. Expect powerful change, and it's time to release negativity. These two seem to be speaking about what is happening before your powerful change. So what is this delay or challenge is showing you? I feel like you're working against yourself a little bit right now. It's like, nope, this is what I do. This is how it goes. These are my rules. And I know it says it's time to release negativity, but it's just that sort of just what I said, just this is the way it is, and being firm on that and not having the flexibility maybe that you require at this time. For instance, maybe you're an artist and you want to sell, some work, and you're like, nope, this size goes for this, and you don't want to lower it because you don't want people to think, well, oh, they're selling their stuff cheap. Which is kind of the idea of around this. So don't let pride get in your way. It's trust me, nobody's thinking about us as much as we think they are. So there's something around that we're going to definitely clarify with some tarot, but there's a big change and it's just waiting to shoot out at you, but this feels like it needs to be loosened up or resolved a bit. So let's clarify. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, choosing a different way to be, or, and then we have the devil, which is all about fears. And we talked about the painter, and they're like, well, I don't want everybody to think I'm, nervous, no, that my prices are too high or whatever. It's just, that's a fear. So this is all about being flexible and looking at different ways to do things and bypassing those fears. Can we get one more clarifier for that? Because it's like, and pride, that's around fear, isn't it? I mean, oh, well, I have to look this way, I have to look that way. Well, that's, fear of maybe what others will think or how they view you. So we got a clarifier on choosing a new, more flexible route, and maybe double checking and seeing, oh, yeah, maybe I would tweak that a little bit. And it's bringing in the Wheel of Fortune. So the major arcana underneath is the devil. That's fears, addictions, or this is the way I do it, period. And that flexibility is going to bring you in a lot more choices. Nothing's written in stone. Look at, there's a lion and the lion at the top. This is lining up perfectly. So I think I just want to look over here, and it's the Knight of Swords. That's clarity. So this, I feel like if we become a little more flexible, we're going to lose some of those challenges we've been having and some of the hold up. Because just looking at these two cards together, I immediately felt like I'm trying to push through this gate, but there's 10 big guys on the outside holding it closed. And I need to find a better way to ease through there. Okay. So it's that type of feeling, and that flexibility comes in and brings the answer. And it doesn't just bring what you wanted, it brings more, and it brings more change, it brings new partnerships, it brings a lot. So with this powerful change, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a firm foundation. This knight is the only knight that doesn't come rushing in. This knight is careful and planning and reliable. So we have him under your expect powerful change. Something you've been working on. You're adding the flexibility to it, and you're going to say, oh, okay, I just had to loosen that grip a little bit, choose flexibility, and look where it's taking me. Two of Pentacles, balance. So you're balanced. You've got your morals. You've got your foundations down. It's just balancing the change and the movement of the water of life, and that's what's going to bring your change that you need in this. Either whatever it is you've been working on, it could be yourself, it could be a business, it could be a relationship, is whatever you've been working on, there will be change, but we need that flexibility with still holding on to your important morals and goals and all that. So let's get some clarifying on the time to release negativity. I feel like we've already answered that with throwing a little flexibility in there. Whoa, that's too many. Wow, you've got a lot of pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. This is what's coming towards you when you release negativity. These ones are off to the side, so I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to leave them up here. We will address them. But for now, I wanted to have a look at these. So this was about releasing negativity. There's kind of a mental fight within you that this, you've set your standards and you're very goal, driven. You're like, no, that's where I'm going. This is what I need to do. Let's go. And nothing can stop you. But that's where we maybe lost a little flexibility. Here you go. And we have the Hanging Man, which is all about a new perspective, a pause, a new way to view things. So we talked about being more flexible. That's exactly what you've gained. And look at all the pentacles coming in. 10 of Pentacles is very abundant. 3 of Pentacles, you're working with others, you're bringing in some other ideas, you're more open to different thoughts and ways of doing things, where before we felt that it was a bit rigid, right? And here we have the 8 of Cups. So you're walking away from that rigidity and walking towards also using your intuition more, saying, you know what, that's not that important. And I don't know, I could be wrong. Let's just move on. You'll have a sense of where and how to get where you're going. And we have the 10 of Wands. So I feel like you're tired of packing this around, this that very direct, this is the only way. I feel like you're tired of that. You're leaving that behind. And this is going to open up big change in your personal life, in your body, in your body, in your work, in your everyday life, in your sleep, everything. So that is the ticket, is that adding a little flexibility will probably eliminate some of those challenges and delays for you. And timing, I feel as driven and structured as you are, you also know that timing is everything. And it's time to release this, not just for your forward movement, but also for your health. I'd like to get one of these two, because it feels like something else. Feels like health matters. I heard it before, I just said it, and now I said it again. And so I just wanted to, with regards to your health, and this is connected to emotions. This card says align your life. What's not aligned or needs to change? And what this card talks about is what part of you is not the real you, that you've taken on to maybe to make others more comfortable, maybe to make yourself more accepted. It's just not really part of you. You know what it is, and you can let that go. You can let that go. And we've got starseed on the bottom. What lights you up? Yeah, it's time to release some of those pieces that you added to yourself that you're like, that's not even me. And now we have the King of Pentacles and the Fool on the bottom. So Pentacles all around. You're crushing this earth journey. Just make it a little easier on yourself. Flexibility in there, and you're still standing your ground. You're still looking after stuff, but you're kind of letting stuff go a little bit. It feels good in your mind, and it's going to show in your life too, and give you that feeling of a lighthearted, intuitive, guided life with the Fool, the brand, the Zero, the first card of the deck. So I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Till next time, take care.